Hi, everybody. My name's Tara Henderson. I am one of the moderators of Family on Facebook, and I just wanted to give you a little background of my bariatric surgery journey so far. So back in 2000, my nephew and I went for our first consult in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey at Morristown Memorial Hospital. Basically, the consult was, I'm thinking it was around, this is 17 years ago, so bear with my memory. I'm thinking it was around November that we went for the first meeting and consult. We did everything kind of together. He wound up having his surgery a month before I did. My nephew's only 3 years younger than me. He had the surgery and in March of 2001, and I had mine in April of 2001. So back then, there were only two choices really for bariatric surgery, and one was the RNY gastric bypass, which is still used today, and the other one was the gastric sleeve. Now, basically, I didn't have a choice in the matter. It was either I had the RNY bypass or I didn't have anything at all. They reserved the gastric sleeve for people who had some major comorbidities and also people who were older. I was about 28. Yeah, I was 28 when I had my surgery. I'm 45 now, so and so the only comorbidity that I had was not really even one. It was I was borderline diabetic. I was 275 pounds. I basically lived my entire life being obese, including my early childhood. I think, when I look back at pictures of me when I was younger, the weight started packing on probably second grade. So I guess, what is that, like 9, 8, something along those lines. And it just got spiraled out of control. My entire life, I was heavy. There were times in high school that my mother took me to a doctor over the border in Pennsylvania who handed us a whole bunch of pills, and we went back and forth every week or every month, and he gave us these pills. I had no idea what they were, but I was taking them and losing weight. Then I stopped taking them, and then I'd gain all the weight back, and then I would do the Atkins diet, and then I would lose a bunch of weight, and then I would gain it all back. And then I did OptiFast, and I lost all the weight, and I gained it all back. You all get the picture, right? Because most of you have been there. Yo-yo dieting, doing crazy stuff to lose weight. So I wound up going through the process to get the bypass, had it done in April of 2001. Back then, they were not very diligent about explaining to you, like, the process to get to surgery was kind of super easy. You had to attend like one weight loss surgery support group. I had to go to a counselor. I didn't need any cardiology workups or anything because I was healthy. So I was legitimately scheduled within about 4 months. So had the surgery done. They didn't really, they told me how to eat post-surgery, but once I was on solid foods, it was like kind of free-for-all. They didn't really say maybe they said it, but they didn't enforce it. They didn't reiterate it, that you have to really eat healthy. So I lost within a year 130 pounds. I went from 275 to 145. And within 5 years after that, I gained back 70. So I did not follow, the instructions that I was given. I did not exercise at all. I've never exercised a day in my life besides when I was, athletic in high school and before. So I gained back 70 pounds. I got to the point where I was back to the yo-yo stuff. I was, back to the Atkins, back to, crazy, like, liquid diets and cabbage soup diet and whatever else I could think of. And when I hit 200 pounds again, I said to myself, all right, something really has got to give here. You can't continue living your life this way. So I realized that the key to success with this surgery is not just the surgery itself. It's the surgery plus eating healthy and exercising. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to exercise. You have to eat healthy. It's just the way life is. So about 4 years ago, I decided that I wanted to become a health and wellness coach, which is funny because I was 200 pounds and I was the most unhealthy person besides, I mean, I was healthy as far as, blood pressure and cholesterol and all that other stuff, but I was inactive. I did nothing but, sit on the couch. I couldn't play with my kids. And I just was miserable. So I became a health and wellness coach basically because I wanted a discount on some of the products, but it really completely changed my life. Now I work out 6 days a week and I eat clean, healthy foods 80% of the time. I don't discourage myself from an occasional snack, an occasional treat like a glass of wine or, every once in a while, women especially like get sugar cravings. I was never a big sugar eater to begin with. But now having the bypass, I can't have more than a certain amount of sugar still 17 years later. So my limit is somewhere around 12 grams. I can have up to about 12 grams of sugar. So some yogurts, even the like low calorie ones are just about at my limit. I can't have a full like sugar yogurt because I'll get sick. What else can I and can't do? So I can't, I still can't eat a lot of sugar. I still can't drink carbonation. Maybe I could, but I don't. So it's something they tell you from the beginning that you should avoid carbonation. Some people that have had RNY gastric bypass, some people can. I've elected, because I was a Diet Coke addict, I elected not to even bother trying it again. So I avoid everything with carbonation. I avoid everything with a decent amount of sugar in it. My downfall happens to be salty, crunchy snacks like chips and fried foods. And I can eat those things, which is why I gained back all the pounds that I gained back. When I had the surgery done, like I said, I didn't really follow instructions and I just kind of ate whatever. My first full meal after I was off the liquid diet phase was a half a bagel, which I didn't eat the whole thing. I could only eat like a quarter, but all I wanted was a bagel. I'm like a carb junkie. So now it's like 17 years later, I still throw up if I eat too much. I still throw up if I eat too fast. I still throw up if I drink too much with my meal. I can sip. I know they tell you not to eat and drink within 30 minutes of each other. I can sip while I'm eating, but if I drink too much while I'm eating, I'm in the bathroom throwing up. If I don't chew, if I eat a lot of raw vegetables, there's some vegetables like celery kills me. Carrots that are raw kill me. If I eat too much fried foods at once, because I do like fried foods. So when I say eat 80% clean, the 20% I'm not eating clean, it's usually something fried. Chicken fingers, French fries, things like that. But if I eat both together, chicken fingers and French fries, I'm done. In the bathroom, vomiting. I have to do one or the other. So if I really want chicken fingers, I might order it with a salad instead of with fruit. With French fries. Or if I really want French fries, I might order a piece of grilled chicken with the French fries. So anyway, long story short, I gained back 70 pounds and I've lost 50 of it just by eating healthy and just by exercising. And I do exercise 6 days a week. Like I said, it's super important. I know that a lot of you probably concerned with weight gain after having surgery, and it's entirely possible if you don't live your life in a healthful manner. So my suggestion to everyone is to just make sure you follow directions. Make sure you start exercising from day one. Make sure that you eat healthy. Clean eating means nothing processed. It means you shop on the perimeter of the store. So what you're eating is healthy fruits, vegetables, lean meats. Dairy is fine, to a certain extent. You don't want to have too many fats in your diet. Like cheese is fine once a day, not 5 times a day. This is how I live my life. Everyone's different, of course, but how I live my life. I try to have 1 serving of healthy fats a day, 1 to 2 servings of carbs, um, 4 servings of protein, 3 servings of vegetables. I can almost 17 years post-op eat like a regular person, not quite as much as most people, but I mean, as the years go on, the more and more you can actually ingest. Um, I'm always available on the Facebook page, so if anyone has any questions for me, since I am so far post-op and I've been through the weight gain, I'm always available. It's Tara Elms Henderson is my name on as a moderator on Family. So that's about it. That's my story. I hope everyone is found this helpful anyway. Thanks.